As you hear these words now, you might already be noticing how easy it is to imagine futures. Because the brain, it's always simulating futures anyway. And the fun part is, when you project the futures far enough out, you start to see the hidden consequences. Like when you throw a stone in a lake, the ripples spread outward. And each small choice is a stone, a thought, a story, a belief. And the question is, what kind of ripples do you want in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years? Because here's the thing. When neural maps destabilize, those critical periods, it's like the surface of the lake, softens. Ripples can be reshaped, redirected, amplified. And that means every story, every metaphor that hits, isn't just a momentary flash of light. It's a fork in the road. Think of this. You destabilize your old maps. And instead of repeating your past, you start designing your brain like an architect. In the short term, you feel lighter, freer, less trapped. In the medium term, your behaviours shift without effort. New habits stick because your wiring supports them. In the long term, you wake up one day realizing you're unrecognizable compared to the old you. Relationships, work, creativity, all upgraded. It's like planting a seed. A small acorn doesn't look like much, but chunk up 20 years, that acorn is a forest. Every time you allow a metaphor to hit, you're planting neural acorns. Whole forests of possibilities will exist for your future self. Now imagine the other path. You resist the wiring. You cling to old maps. In the short term, nothing changes. Comfort, familiar pain. In the medium term, frustration builds. Same cycles, same arguments, same procrastination. In the long term, your neural highways, they're so deep and rigid, you can't escape them. You calcify in your own patterns. You become the bitter elder who says, people don't change. That's like planting weeds instead of trees. 20 years later, you live in a jungle of thorns, and you forget you were the gardener. And isn't it interesting? The very confusion you sometimes fear is actually the crowbar that opens the brain. That moment when something doesn't make sense, when the old map doesn't fit. That's not failure. That's the door opening. That's the exact moment when new wiring is possible. So you can thank confusion. It's the teacher disguised as chaos. So let's not sugarcoat it. If you don't fucking change, your life will be the same. Year after year. Same ruts, same excuses. Like a record stuck on repeat. Wearing deeper grooves until the music is just static. And that's tragic as hell. But if you do, then holy shit, you start stacking wins. You shock yourself. You wake up laughing at how small you used to think. It becomes fun, a game, where you catch yourself rewiring on purpose. Like, damn, I just installed a new belief today while brushing my teeth. Chunk it up even further. When you rewire yourself, you don't just change you change the people around you. Because humans are tuning forks. One person rewiring shifts the resonance of an entire family, a company, a culture. That's why it's not selfish. It's survival. It's responsibility. The karma of acting ripples forward through generations. And right now, as your mind is already imagining the futures, you can let your unconscious begin to choose which path you prefer. Because every part of you already knows. It's easier than you thought. You've done it before. naturally. You'll keep doing it consciously and unconsciously. You'll notice yourself changing in ways that surprise you. And you don't even have to try. Because as old patterns loosen, new ones slip in effortlessly. So the truth is simple. Every story that hits you is an opening. Every metaphor is a key. Every moment of confusion is the door cracking open. The real question is, do you walk through it? Or do you stay in the prison with the door wide open? Because one future is small, stale, stuck. The other is wings, forests, ripples across generations. And you're unconscious. It's already choosing.